West Coast baseball double gamer. Let's close out our Tuesday night with a couple of winners. Teddy covers from WagerTalk.com with a big game breakdown. We're going to talk about the D-backs and the Giants. We're going to talk about the Dodgers and the Athletics. Before I get started, it is $5 Tuesday at WagerTalk. Every capper with a best bet for just $5. I've got one in the NBA for tonight. We're running pretty good in the association. 8-1 with the last 9, 89%. 92-60 in the NBA playoffs over the last 4 years. And oh, by the way, I have a 5% big ticket for tomorrow. 33-16, 67% NBA, 5% plays since 2022, I believe it is. That's a long-term track record of success. Check it out on my page, wt.buzz/TC. Let's talk about Arizona and San Francisco first. And looking at my odds logic live odds screen right now, this game's basically a pick 'em. I'm seeing minus 105 both ways, minus 110 both ways, depending on, obviously, if you're using a reduced juice shop or a more juice shop. But the bottom line, this game's priced near pick 'em right now, total for Arizona and San Fran sitting at 7.5. This Giants team, I'll give them a lot of credit. They overachieved early. And I think they might overachieve again before this season's done, but they're coming back to earth right now. Season high 4-game losing streak. And the problem for San Francisco at this moment, this lineup can't hit their way out of a wet paper bag. They scored 1 run 3 times in their last 4 games. They've been held, I think, 2 or less in 5 of the last 7, 3 or less in 5 of the last 7. It's not a lineup that's clicking by any stretch of the imagination right now. And we saw Bob Melvin. A lot of times the manager makes the shakeup, and boom, you see a breakout right then. Bob Melvin did a big shakeup last night. You know, Young Mookie went to the cleanup spot. Lamont Wade went to the bench, and it made no difference. They had 1 extra base hit yesterday and scored 1 run. It's a the offense that is playing at a bottom tier level right now, plain and simple. It's an offense that's really struggling. And of course, they're losing all these 1-run games. You know, they got swept in Minnesota over the weekend, a really frustrating series there. They had a blown save, walk-off loss to close out that series. And 1-run decisions. Now, San Fran's bullpens played well, and they're not as burned out as they were after the series against the Twins tonight. Arizona's bullpen's playing well as well. And certainly, I'll put it this way. I'm looking for quotes like this one that I found about Brandon Pfaadt in his last start when he struck out 6 over 6 1/3 scoreless in a win over the Dodgers' potent lineup last week. Here's the catcher, all right? Gabriel Moreno. We're always interested. Good, tremendous job from Brandon. His location was great. Everywhere I asked for the ball, the pitch was there. That doesn't necessarily translate to the next start. But in general, we like pitchers who are hitting their spots, who are in good current form. Brandon Pfaadt certainly in that circumstance. So is Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray's been tremendous. He's given up, 5 runs over 25 innings in his last 4 starts. He's eating innings. He's avoiding losses. Melvin, quote, when he takes the mound, we feel like we have a pretty good chance. He seems to be getting better as the season goes along, even though he's been pretty good all season. So both bullpens were pitched well last night. We've got 2 starters that we probably want our money on. We have at least 1 ice-cold lineup here. Let's go under. I'm not going to overthink this. 7.5 to me seems a good notch or 2 too high. Look for Arizona and San Fran, just like last night, to play another low-scoring affair. And I have no hesitation when you see a team trending under, you bet them under until proven otherwise. There is carryover from one game to the next when it comes to MLB totals. Hot lineups stay hot, cold lineups stay cold. Good pitching staffs stay hot, bad pitching staffs stay cold. So when you find a team that's trending under like this, or a series that's trending under, I have no hesitation coming right back with it. Look for San Fran and Arizona to play another low-scoring game on Tuesday night. Before we talk about the Athletics and the Dodgers, I want to ask you a simple question. Do you like this content? If you do, please hit that like button. Thank you. Problem solved. Comment below. Tell us what you think. It's okay to disagree with me. I won't get mad. It takes all sides to have a betting marketplace. And of course, if you haven't done so, subscribe to the WagerTalk YouTube channel. What do we have? 200,000 of you have found this content good. I think it's pretty good every day. When you subscribe, you get instant alerts when these videos go live. I encourage you, WagerTalk.com or WagerTalk TV, I should say, on YouTube. Please and thank you for subscribing. It's not just YouTube shit. We're on everything, social media, all over the place. Let's talk about the Athletics and the Dodgers. And again, we're looking at my Odds Logic live odds screen. By the way, you guys want a free 7-day trial, Odds Logic live odds screen? It's very simple. oddslogic.com/Teddy. Click, sign up for a free 7-day trial. It won't cost you anything. There's no nonsense. Just a free 7-day access to our live odds product. I think it's a really good product. I encourage you. Check it out for free. Again, oddslogic.com/Teddy for that free 7-day trial. So look at the Odds Logic live odds screen. The early money's come for the Athletics in this one. They're down at the sharper books. I'm seeing 190 or lower for the Dodgers. At the books that cater to recreational bettors, it's still -$2, -210. Take back on the A's anywhere from -1, +165, +170 in that range. Total in this game sitting at 9.5, juice to the under. There are some 9s, juice to the over. And that's the way I'm going to look at this one. We're talking totals for baseball today. And my first gut, absolutely look at the over in this ballgame. And it starts with this. 2 southpaw starters, or at least one, 2 teams that are good against lefties. We have a southpaw starter for the Athletics and for LA. It's surely going to be plenty of southpaws when you come and talk about that bullpen. Don't know how long. Well, Mac's going to go tonight. The bottom line, OPS versus lefties. Dodgers number 2 in baseball. The A's number 5. These teams can hit opposing southpaws. And certainly Springs, I don't know if he's an ace. You know, this quote from Freddie Freeman tells me I don't want to lay the price with the Dodgers today. The Dodgers' first game back off a long road trip, and that's exactly what Freeman said. Quote, it was a long trip, a lot of late flights, late get-ins. To have a winning road trip, that was good. That, to me, we look for these exhale spots across sports. And when you get a quote like that from Freeman's been on fire. You know, a lot of late flights, long trip, late get-ins, and we won. That, to me, is an exhale quote. So it says, I ain't going to lay this price with the Dodgers tonight. And, of course, the Athletics, what are they, 13-7 on the highway? They've been much better on the road than they have at home, just 8-13, playing in the Sacramento at Sutter Health Ballpark. Their bad bullpen's been a real problem in the new park. You know, the ball's flying out. I don't know if that's going to happen in L.A. And certainly, you know, when we talk about these starters, Knack was called up last week to start the series finale at Miami. He gave him 5 scoreless innings, 5 strikeouts. Athletics lineup's better than the Marlins lineup is right now. And of course, we talk about the other side of the equation, Jeffrey Springs. You know, the only good pitching performance that the Athletics had in their just concluded homestand came with Springs on the hill. He's been solid, not spectacular. He's not anyone I'm really thrilled about. And of course, you know, we talk about these 2 lineups. The A's, they scored like, they're not pounding the cover off the ball, but they're giving up runs in bunches. Dodgers bullpen's been a little bit spotty. You know, from a side standpoint here, it's Athletics or pass for me. Don't like the spot for LA at all. And at this plus price with a solid hurler on the hill, I'd be interested in the Athletics. I think the over might be worth a look here as well. You know, it's 9/9.5 right now. It got bet up from the 9 this morning, up to 9.5. I'm seeing signs that it could get back down to 9, and I'd be much more interested in this over at 9 than I would at 9.5. 9, the keyest of key numbers when it comes to MLB totals. So at the current price range, lean Athletics, lean over. Wouldn't get to the window with the over unless the total drops back down to where it was earlier this morning. So there you have it. Couple of big game breakdowns from pretty hot capper at WagerTalk.com. What am I hitting? 68% across sports here in May. It's been good for the clients. Give us a like, give us a comment, give us a follow. Take advantage of my $5 Tuesday play at WagerTalk.com, WT.buzz/DTC. And be sure to stay tuned for more great betting content right here on WagerTalk TV. Thanks for watching, and best of luck with all your bets tonight and beyond.